Guy Ritchie's latest globetrotting action movie, Fountain of Youth, takes its characters across the world in search of the mythological source of immortality, and the film's crew used plenty of real-world locations to bring this story to life. Fountain of Youth draws inspiration from movies like Indiana Jones and National Treasure through its entertaining blend of action and history, with two great lead performances from John Krasinski and Natalie Portman. While Ritchie typically casts the same actors in many of his movies, Fountain of Youth is a major departure for the director, bringing on several new faces and trying out a completely new genre that he's never experimented with before. While the result is somewhat messy in its execution, the film is a really fun homage to classic adventure movies that will take audiences back to their childhoods with its bold, classic Hollywood storytelling. Fountain of Youth revealed several real-world filming locations in the production notes shared with Screen Rant. The opening scene of Fountain of Youth is one of the movie's most intense moments right from the beginning, and the entire sequence was filmed on location in Thailand's capital. The high-speed chase follows Krasinski's protagonist as he's chased through the busy center of Bangkok by the local mafia, and the practical stunts and risky choreography immediately kick Fountain of Youth off with a bang. Although this chase was originally intended to happen in Mumbai, the scouting crew imagined the shoulder-to-shoulder streets of Bangkok would make for a more intense sequence. Fountain of Youth may not be Ritchie's best movie, but it certainly features some of his best action set pieces. One of the film's most memorable scenes takes place in the Austrian National Library, where Krasinski's protagonist gets into a brutal fight, and the entire thing is captured with sweeping drone footage. The sequence was filmed between exhibitions at the National Library. The crew also captured Fountain of Youth's sewer escape scene in Vienna, using the same location that features in the iconic scene from Carol Reed's The Third Man. Although it's typically forbidden for film crews to land planes or helicopters around the Great Pyramids, Ritchie accomplished just that for Fountain of Youth. One of the film's climactic action scenes follows the characters as they disembark from a helicopter in the Egyptian desert and encounter both the protectors and Interpol waiting for them, setting the stage for one of Ritchie's most energetic fight scenes ever. Fountain of Youth is clearly inspired by other adventure movies that came before it, and this whole sequence feels like a touching homage to the genre's classics. There's no shortage of chase scenes in Fountain of Youth, but the high-speed pursuit through Liverpool is certainly one of the film's more impressive feats. The sequence was filmed over a week-long period, carefully charting a route through the city that made the most of its tight roads and scenic landscapes. The city was only used for this single chase, but it perfectly sets the scene for Fountain of Youth's adrenaline-fueled trip to England. The majority of Fountain of Youth's interior scenes were filmed at Leavesden Studios in London, including the inside of the Great Pyramids. The crew understandably wasn't allowed to film inside the actual pyramids, so they made their own recreations on site. These scenes were teased in the Fountain of Youth trailer, and the finished product is a huge accomplishment.